Hi, today we are going to be finding slope from a graph. This new unit is on linear functions, and so slope is going to be something you're going to hear about all throughout our unit. So, finding slope from a graph. So we just need to know a couple of things about slope in order to find the slope. So the slope has a couple of names. You might have heard it as the rate of change, or the variable m, or rise over run, or the change in y over the change in x, or y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, so all of these things mean the slope. Okay, so a line, when it's going up, when you look at it from left to right, that is a positive slope. And an easy way to tell it is by writing slope on the line. So slope's going up, right? Numbers in the positive direction go upward, and so that's an easy way to remember if it's a positive slope. When you look left to right and your slope's going down, if you write slope, your slope's going down into the ground, that's a negative slope. And what do we mean when we talk about our slope triangle and the rise over the run? If you have 2 points and you form a right angle with those 2 points, the distance that you go up or down, that is what we mean when we say the rise. And the distance that you go left to right is the run. Okay, so how to find the slope from a line? So I'm going to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes. And so we have our x-axis and our y-axis, 1, 2, 3, 4, positive 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to draw 2 points. So one at 1, 1, and another at 4, 3. And then we're going to connect those dots, and that's our line that we are going to calculate the slope of. So the first step you're going to do is write slope on the line to determine if it is positive or negative. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write slope. When I write slope, it's going up. And so that tells me that my slope is positive. So far we know m equals, it's a positive number, so we don't need to write a plus sign. The next step is we have to pick 2 points and draw a slope triangle. Okay, so our slope triangle has to form a 90-degree angle. So you start at 1 point and you draw your slope triangle up to the height of your other point. And then you turn to meet at that point, and there's your 90-degree angle that you just formed. So there's your slope triangle. Now you're going to count the boxes to determine the rise and the run. Okay, so our rise, think of things rising off the ground, they go up. And so the distance up, we go up from this box, we go up 1, 2 boxes. And then the run is how far you go left or right. So from here, we go to the right 1, 2, 3 boxes. So you're just counting the boxes. So our rise was 2 and our run was 3. And so our last step is to just write the slope. And so we said m equals, we already said it was a positive slope. And so now we just need to put the rise on top, which is 2, and the run on the bottom, which is 3. So this graph has a positive 2/3 slope. Okay, let's look at your finding slope from a graph assignment. So keep your notes handy because you can use them. So our first step is we need to write slope on the line to determine if the graph is positive or negative. So write it on the top of your line, and when we write slope, it's going down. So we know that m is a negative, and then we need to figure out our rise and our run. So we need to draw a slope triangle. So you can do it over or under the line, it doesn't matter. You're just connecting the 2 points to form a right angle. So pick 2 points and draw a slope triangle. They already gave us the 2 points, so we drew our slope triangle. Now we need to count the boxes to determine the rise and the run. So we're going to count the boxes. We're going down 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. And so that's our rise. And then our run, how many do we go over? That's 1. That is our run. And so then we just write our slope. We put the rise on the top. So remember, m equals the rise over the run. So we rise 4, and the run we go over 1. So our slope is -4 over 1, which simplifies to just -4. Okay, go ahead and complete your assignment.